Hey guys, what's happening? Yeah, chilling and kicking it in bed. Listen, I keep seeing these ad things or whatever. So the city I live in Independence, they're bringing a data center, however you call it here, called Nebius or something like that. I got to get the fuck out of here now. My town's not that well. Independence is big, but I live over by the. Anyway, you guys, listen. They're bringing fucking one of those centers here where I live, and I am not looking forward to this. It's going to be, oh God, it's going to be very unhealthy, which is really a conundrum. Because, let's face it, I'm on low-income housing. It's all right, though, because this bitch has got to make changes to her life. I'm telling you, everything that I've grown through up until this point, even here recently, something has shifted and changed. And I know it has in you guys too. I know some of you, it's shifted and it's changed. You thought it was horrible, but now it's for the best. I looked on this, so Jack LaLanne has been my inspiration, and I've been doing the little face exercises. It's only been a few days now, but because I just found it, right? And a couple little exercises. I'm going to get a little routine going. I'm not exactly sure how I'm going to do it yet, but I do what I can when I can. When I think of it, it's consistency. Every day I'm doing something. I have to be very careful because of my back and my physical body, right? So before I used to go fucking hard, go hard or go home, lift as heavy as I could. I mean, I fucking would wreck myself, and I loved it and it was fun. But that's not what I'm after. I'm after flexibility. I'm after health and wealth, health and fitness. My joints, getting my body, getting my flexibility, getting my skeletal system, my fascia, my tendons, my everything back in alignment. And it's going to take some time, and I've got to be easy because it'll take time. I can't, one thing wrong, I fuck my back up and I'll never walk again. So, I mean, it's serious for me. I'm not fucking joking on this at all. Man, black coffee stains the fuck out of everything. My cut, my teeth. Oh, man, it's horrible. But interesting because I just one day switched back to black coffee. I still got a bunch of sugar and stuff to eat. I'm not going to throw it out. No, I'm going to have to eat it. Or I might give some away. I don't know. To get back into, I don't know. Anyway, Jack LaLanne. Thank you. And LaLanne, his wife Elaine, 100 years old, still going strong. After all these years from the 50s, what an inspiration. That just makes me want to cry. What an inspiration I have found in Jack LaLanne. And so there's a YouTube channel. I just was scrolling on it. Jaime, Jaime Brenkus, Brenkus. I think I wasn't looking at his name so much other than his videos, but he does exercise programs too. But he has a lot of the Jack LaLanne things on there. And so I'm super excited to continue on this journey. It's consistency. It's consistency that'll get us there. And that's why years ago I was on the rigorous workout thing. Now I'm doing what I can when I can. As long as I'm doing something every day, throughout the day and in the evening, while I figure it out, while I figure what suits and works for me. I'm really being called to add Qigong into this. So I took a qigong little class at this one place a long time ago, and I know the guy. I befriended the man who did that. Man, I'd like to have him. I'd like to see if he would send me a video of the whole thing. I'm a visual pro. To read it, I'm not. I can't read it. I've got to see it. So I'm going to see if I can reach out to him, see if he'd be willing to shoot a video for me. For that little qigong thing, because I feel like qigong is it's the energy, right? You'll be grounded, you'll run energy. I don't know. I'm being called to different things, and you know what? We're going to just do things and see what works. And I want to I think is it a vlog? I think I should do a vlog about it. Yeah. Yeah. Maybe I'm going to use Light of Love as my vlog. Maybe I'll use this. I was thinking about getting rid of one of my channels, and I'm going to do it. It's the card reading one. I'm just going to fucking delete it out. And move the little Barefoots and the Rose to my other channel. This channel. Nope. This is going to be on Light of Love. You know what? I'm figuring it out. I'm even though I've been shooting videos for years now, I think I've been more consistent for a year now. I'm just figuring it out as I go. I'm a real person who's gone through some real life things. And as you could tell, I'm laying in bed. I still got my jammy on. My jammy jams. Real life, normal, everyday people, not somebody that's already fit, but somebody that, I'm a skinny, fat person. I'm only 103 pounds right now. For me to gain weight is fucking crazy. I don't want to lose weight. Everything's about losing weight. I do not want to lose weight, although I am going to end up losing some. I'm going to be super thin, and that's just what I'm going to have to deal with. And I know skinny's coming back or whatever, but listen, baby, if were born thin and you were teased your whole entire life, well, it's the same as if you were overweight. It's just the opposite spectrum. I don't care about the scale. I'm not all about the scale. I'm not trying to lose weight. I just want to be healthy. I want to be 70 years old, 60 years old, and be in the best shape I've ever been. Because the difference now is everything that I've grown and healed in my mind and from my fucking horrific life, which, wasn't really horrific. It was tailored and meant for me. It was fated that my human had to go through all these horrible things. Maybe one day I'll put it all in a book. I don't know. Does it really need to be? Probably not. But we can go on and speak about all the SA, the sexual abuse, the physical abuse, the losing my mom being brutally murdered, losing my brother, then losing Mike, my only other, and just being alone and not knowing any family members, not even knowing where I really come from. I'm not adopted, I don't think. But I just don't know anything about anything. And anyone that I could ask is gone. So there's no asking anything. I was going to say, I don't even know my grandpa's name, my mom's dad, but yeah, Wesley was his name, Wesley Rose. So I do know that. But past that, I know my real dad's name, but I don't know his mom's name or his, and I don't know anything. So this is my journey, and I don't know. Maybe I'll start vlogging it. I don't know. I'm just a everyday people that wants to do better and get healthy to go along with my mind. I want the body to catch up. And no matter what your fitness level, no matter if you're overweight, no matter who you are, what you call yourself, man, woman, them, they, he, whatever, a cat, a cow, whatever, doesn't matter. Disabled or not disabled, overweight or not overweight, what can we do? The simple thing. And if you went to my other channel, just Sirena, you'll see that I've for a long time, I've been getting this whole thing about getting back to basics. And now it's starting to get back to basics with food, with, nutrition and exercising. Just gardening, sitting on the floor and getting up is good. I mean, I have a lot more to do with I want to get my skeletal system in line because it is, excuse me, that's a confirmation. It is jacked up. So shit's about to change. And we can go out and buy fancy gadgets and all that, but if there's no electricity, what good are fancy gadgets going to do you? They're going to be nothing. But real life things that are going to matter. And I don't know. Got to start somewhere. We have big dreams, and we can't do it all in one day, right? But we got to start somewhere. And I've started somewhere with something, and I'm being consistent with it. And thank you. They're like, the consistency will pay off. Oh, when I do that, thank you. I call myself, I'm a receiver. I receive information of what I need to know when I need to know it. I'm not going to go in and be like, hey, can I tap into you? That's not me. But if something comes through, I'll say it. But that's not for this Light of Love channel. Well, yeah, I guess it is too, because, I think I might have in the description, and it might not make any sense. I don't know. I haven't checked it in a long time. I just go to my clipboard and put it in the description, and I don't care to do any of that. I might have to start changing all that. But until then, this is how we do it. But, individually, I think that when things come through, it's what you need. Never mind. I'm not going to get into all that. But anyway, it's like God prescribes, spirit, your higher self, whatever the source, prescribes what needs to be looked at the moment. But at the end of the day, no matter what outside influences, I'm hearing that song, Listen to Your Heart from Roxette, but I know it has nothing to do with this, but I'm hearing, listen to your heart. What is it calling for you? Your intuition, blocking everything else out and listening to your body. Especially as you come more home to yourself and awaken what you are inside. The love frequency, the vibration, it's all love. If you listen to what Yeshua spoke about, and I'm not a Bible thumper, and I'm not a Christian, and I'm not religious, and I love Yeshua and everything that Yeshua spoke about, because to me, that's the truth. Could all be bullshit, because, we're all controlled with these graphene oxide and these fucking silica or whatever nanobite fucking things that are in us. We're fucking antennas, bro, for the fuckery. But I believe there's something in us that is far greater than anything they can do to us. Like, I think it's Joe Dispenza said, was it, the power that made the body can heal the body? Listen, I was bedridden. My back is still probably no meds, no doctors, definitely no surgery, no rods in my back, none of that, which I probably should have. But you know what? No, because I'm going to build the foundation around it, and we're going to make it better. Consistency, determination, and just the will to want to do it. It's not a will thing, really, I don't think. Man, it's funny because one day I just said, I'm not going to go buy any more cigarettes. I smoked cigarettes for 43 years. Yeah, I have this. I don't really like it. I like to hold it. I like to hit it a few times. It's not that I really need nicotine. It's the habit of it. I don't need nicotine. Nicotine is not a fucking thing. We think it is, but it's not. I haven't craved nicotine really once. What I have kind of, not really craved, but thought of is filling in times of my day, going outside and smoking a cigarette, talking on the phone, smoking a cigarette, drinking coffee, having a cigarette. It's the habit, the pattern. You know, I don't believe in addiction that way. I believe in patterns, and I know they call it addiction. Okay, let me take this back. Now, if you go to the doctor and they prescribe you pain meds, opiate or like morphine, what people end up getting on at the doctor or at the hospital after surgery, they get put on Oxycodone, whatever these things are, right? And then they're addicted and their doctor won't give them anymore because physically it makes them ill. Then they have to go to the street. And then, bam, here we have addicts running around all fucked up, right? Not everybody starts that way, but some do. Starts off in the doctor's office and then goes to the street. That's different because it makes you really sick, like heroin and stuff like that. I don't know. I've never been one of those. My mom was on methadone my whole entire life till she kicked it in her 50s by herself in the street, in behind a bush, sleeping on a fucking rock. At 50, and she survived, and she'd been on methadone my entire life. A strong woman. And then a year later, or a couple years later, she was beat to death with a rock by a fucking 15-year-old. Okay? Not fair. Strongest woman I've ever met. Thank you, Spirit. They're like beside you. But okay, anyway. Another story, another time. Everything happens when it happens, and we can look at it. It was the worst thing that ever happened to me in my life and the best thing. It's just the way it goes, right? But for me, don't have to listen to me, but for me, it's like take everything they've taught us and everything they've said about everything and fucking blow it out of the water. We're going to do something. Nerves can never heal. Da, 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 da. Well, bitch, I'm walking. Okay? Hello? I don't believe any of that. I'm gonna get my teeth done soon. I gotta pull all these teeth, all of these. Just think of all the fucking poison that's in my body, how much better I'd feel if I didn't have, I can't wait to, I'm scared to death because I don't like needles, I don't like mouth stuff, but fuck it. I mean, I've lived through some fucking shit, man. Get all my teeth pulled, get dentures, ugh. Then we'll begin the real transformation. I know now, I think in Japan or whatever, they found something where they could give you like some kind of injection and regrow teeth, but I think we can regrow teeth without that. I think we can do that with rife frequencies, with the oscillation. Dude, I think it was like 20s. In the 20s, they healed paraplegics that were from the neck down with sound, vibration, and color therapy. Walking. They had to take that out. I mean, I'm just saying, you guys. I'm not going to look at what I'm not doing, but I'm going to look at when I can, doing exercises when I can, every day. Just keeping that. See, for 56 years, I've always looked at everything I'm not doing yet. What does that do? It paralyzes you. It gets you stuck. Well, it does me. And And then I just sit and stare and think of all these things I want to do, but I never get up and do it. And then I beat myself. It's a fucking loop. Get out of that fucking pattern loop. Fuck that shit. We change it. We just don't think about it. One day, maybe you just might sit there and go in a full Asian squat or something. Or you decide to sit on the ground, or you bend over, or you go like this, or you do rows or whatever with your own body weight. You walk up and down stairs. Well, maybe I'll just go down and walk back up again. Whatever. You do whatever, and you focus on what you're doing, what you want to accomplish. And so I'm having to retrain and reprogram my human after my whole entire life of being one way. But it is possible. I love you guys. Have a blessed day. Namaste. Peace.